Ark Survival Ascended. This time we are going to be looking at the Megapithecus boss fight. Yes, that's right. We're going to be showing the boss fight involving the giant gorilla. Now we are tackling that with a load of Rexes. I feel like that's the best way to do it. It can be done a variety of different ways, Therazinos being one of those. We do actually have a Therazino rider. That's because we didn't actually have the correct Rex for them to ride. And of course we have got a UT as well. The UT is going to be buffing our Rexes, enabling us to deal even more damage. Now these are okay Rexes. We are on PvP official. Most of these, I believe all of them, are bred and raised Rexes. Now we're in a little bit of a predicament because we would normally have our UT rider, that being rather a fast dinosaur, run up and aggro the Megapithecus for us, bringing him down those stairs. The idea is that we're going to get all of our Rexes here in this back area. The back wall kind of helps protect our Rexes, because what happens rather a lot with this fight is that the Megapithecus will actually yeet these Rexes off the cliff before you even ever get into the arena, which is why we like to do it sitting on this back wall. Now this strategy, this theory, has not changed since Ark Survival evolved. But we did actually have a couple of characters not make it into this boss fight, which was really problematic. And it could have gone a little bit smoother. But anyway, back on these Rexes. These Rexes are okay Rexes. A lot of people are trying to figure out, you know, what kind of health, what kind of attack you're gonna need to have in order to bring these Rexes into a big bad boss fight. Our Rexes are sitting at around 30k health, which isn't great, but it's okay. We're sitting at around 600 melee on all of these Rexes as well. I believe it gives you enough health to play around to, and it gives you enough bite force to deal a good enough amount of damage. Obviously you want better health, you want better melee if you're able to, but these things certainly do help. There are also things you can bring along to these boss fights that can really help with the Megapithecus. Remember guys, it's bloody cold. You know, as you can see, my character is freezing to death right now, so bringing med brews is a very, very good idea. Bringing some kind of fur armor could also be a good idea, but above all, you need to remember that this boss can yeet your Rexes out of the game completely, meaning you get no bags dropped. So if you've got Ascendant saddles, Mastercraft saddles, I believe we're all running Ascendant completely capped saddles, which explains why we're able to bring in not necessarily great Rexes. But there's a very good chance that you'll lose completely, you know, whatever gear, whatever kit you brought out, and of course that all important saddle as well. So you really do have to pay this one a little bit easier. I actually thought it's quite funny whenever I was trying to find out how to spell Megapithecus for the purposes of the title of this video. I had a little look-see in Google, and good old Google says that the Megapithecus is the easiest boss fight out of all of them. But I'm telling you, I believe they're wrong. I think it's one of the most dangerous. I think it's one of the hardest, just because of the high value that we get, you know, losing those Rexes, losing those saddles, and knowing 100% chance that, you know, you're not getting that stuff back. That kind of sucks and isn't fun. I think the keys to these boss fights, most of them anyway, is going to be that UT rider. Protecting him, making sure you bring in a decent UT that knows what they're doing, can really make the huge difference in all of these boss fights. And as you can see, we're doing a pretty good job. Now we do have Rexes on the wrong side of this bridge, unfortunately. You would really want all these Rexes on this side of the bridge with the wall directly behind them, so that way if they get pushed back, they're not going out into well, never coming back again. So yeah, so in theory you want them all on this side of the wall, but as you can see, we're doing pretty good. and we don't have as many riders as we should, but we've gotten down to around half health, which isn't too bad at all. I quite like it when he drops down all the little ones, the Gigantopithecus. We really do need to get some of them in our tribe, to be honest with you. They're pretty cool guys. All in all, this boss fight goes reasonably well. We are on the alpha of this. This is the hardest version of the monkey that you can do. You get some pretty decent engrams for completing it, so it's definitely something you're going to want to do eventually. But when it comes to setup, you just need your Rexes, you need a good UT rider. You can do this on Therazinos too, but you absolutely do need a UT rider, so making sure you get a decent UT for this fight can be really, really useful. And of course, as we clearly forgot, you do need to make sure you have all of your characters at level 85 for the alpha version of this. Our UT rider was actually 84 at the time, and we also had someone DC as well, so there are definitely issues that you need to watch out for. But so far so good. This little boss fight is going pretty well. Got some good fight force down, and if your Rexes do end up getting, oh, there we go, that's what I was waiting for, that yeet moment. But if your Rexes do end up getting a little bit low on health, Sweet Veggie Cakes can seriously help them in these sort of battles. As you can see, it's perfectly acceptable to be able to take a 30-second break, you know, in attacking this to either help out your UT rider, help out yourself. Trying to avoid losing any tames, any saddles, any bags is really important when you are doing these boss fights, because they're really expensive. Whether it is tames, whether it is mats, whether it is just the trophies that you're trying to get in order to do these boss fights, you don't want to fail them. So making sure you come in well prepared is a good idea. As you saw, I was getting quite a huge amount of pushback then. Last thing I want to do is get knocked off of that cliff, because those ascendant saddles are not easy to grind out for, especially in PvP official, which is what we are actually playing. All in all, I'd say that boss fight was a nice success. We got everything that we came in here for, so don't forget, guys, we do actually have an active and growing Discord. So if you fancy jumping into the Discord, chatting about Ark, maybe you have some eggs that you want to trade now that those servers are about to be open. You know, the link is down in the description. It'd be great to have some more Ark players in the server. Just chatting about your experience, whether you're PvP, PvE, or whether you just play that single player. We want you in the server. But until next time, I've been a monk, you've been a Paperback, and I'll see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.